Our Jessica Alpert has been monitoring the wait times from Bonita Springs and also the other locations here in Southwest Florida. She's talking to people about why they're out there today to get the vaccine, what is motivating them. Jessica, there are a lot of people waiting behind you.
Yeah, and now is when we're really going to find out just how many people are in fact going to be able to get the vaccination. We're going to step out of the way. They are just moving an ambulance into here right now. We're not sure if it's for an emergency situation or if it's just to have a crew on scene. We'll work to find that out for you in just a bit. But again, now is when we're going to find out just how many of the hundreds of people you see here behind me are in fact going to be able to get that first dose of the COVID vaccine. So they've had someone with the Department of Health being escorted with deputies through the crowd, and people have been able to get these tickets like the woman you see here is holding up. People again have been in line for hours. Some of them have been in line since yesterday morning. If you get this ticket, that means you will in fact be able to go inside. You'll have to first answer all of those screening questions with the vaccination provider, and then if all goes as planned and you have that ticket, you should be able to get the vaccination. Now, what you're seeing here is a much different scene than all of the chaos we were covering earlier this morning. That's when deputies tried to push the line up to make space for the growing number of people still showing up. But that's when several people started crowding together. There was little to no social distancing. People were starting to get scared, and many people left because there was cutting in front of lines. So that includes one gentleman I want to let you take a listen to.
It's ridiculous. There's no line, there's no organization, there's nothing. It's just like a herd of people trying to get in as quickly as they can. No one has any self-respect. No one cares about the other person. And now you've got no social distancing, so people are just going to get sick waiting to get the vaccine.
Back out here live in Bonita Springs, just to give you an idea and some perspective as to how long folks have been waiting out here. The first person in line, I asked him earlier, he told me he was in line since 10 o'clock yesterday morning. I'll ask these folks as well. Ma'am, I know you just showed me your ticket. How long have you been waiting in line since?
We've been here since 5:30.
5:30. Okay.
5:15.
So 5:30, 5:15. Many of the folks, again, like I said, here as early as yesterday morning. Some people getting here around 3, 4 o'clock this morning. And it's been a similar scene over in Dunbar. So before we take you to that shot, I want to give you a live look. So this is exactly how it's working. The woman with the Department of Health accompanied by the Lee County Sheriff's Office, and they are just going line by line, giving people a ticket, which does mean that you'll be able to get that dose. If we have time, I also want to show you our second shot in Dunbar. So we're seeing such a large crowd over at that vaccination site as well. My photographer there tells me he had to circle the area for a little bit of a time just to find a spot to be able to get in there and show this shot to you. So no word on just how many people are at that location yet. He tells me he's gauging it's at least a couple hundred, and it was the exact same scene over in Lehigh Acres as well, where we saw several hundred of people gathering there. So we'll take you back out here live before we send you out back to the anchor desk in studio, just so you can see yet another live look. Again, things under control. They have allowed for more social distancing as they continue to allow more people to enter the line this morning, but this is exactly what it looks like as people are getting those tickets, Patrick. And again, if you get that golden ticket, which is what many people are referring to it out here this morning, because they have been waiting for days, if not hours, that should mean you're allowed inside to hopefully get the dosage. Of course, if all goes well, those screening questions.
All right, such good information. Thank you so much, Jess. As she said,